Hello, welcome. This is going to be a collaboration video with Grace from Gel Beauty 87. I will link her channel below so you can go check her out. But when I think of Grace, a word that comes to mind is exuberant. She's lively. I enjoy watching her content. She is unapologetically herself. I love how sincere she comes across on camera, and when she's addressing or talking about a product, she's honest, and she will even tell you, us watching her, hey, this is expensive, we have multiple dupes, but I'm probably gonna buy it. But she will still tell you why you don't need it and why she probably doesn't need it, but she will still buy it. So I love how honest she is and how lively she is. Creates beautiful, colorful looks. She loves colors. She loves colors. Creating colorful, beautiful eye looks. She does a lot of reviews from drugstore to smaller, independently owned brands to high-end luxury brands. All across the board, she does reviews of different brands. She also occasionally does fashion videos, handbag videos. She does haul videos. Once in a while, she does videos of new releases and thoughts on if she's going to purchase it or not, or why we don't need it. She does a lot of comparison videos just to provide reference on certain products in case we're wanting or considering purchasing it. So I will link her channel below so you can go check her out. This collab came about because of a video I did in January or in December using favorites, getting ready using favorites of my fellow Black content creators, and I used this palette, the SEAHORSE palette from Adept Cosmetics, and this is Grace's favorite palette from Adept. And in the comment section she did comment, yes, it is her favorite, and she suggested that we collab sometime, and that sometime is now. So we will be creating a look, getting ready using this palette. This is what the palette looks like. This palette was sent to me by Adept. I did a review on this palette and I'll link it below or in the cards so you can watch it if you're interested. I'm filming in a different location and angle, and I'm sitting on the floor, so I'm trying to reposition, trying to find a good way to sit so I'm not aching or my legs falling asleep. But we'll be getting ready using this. I have a bunch of stuff all around. I might do this in a chit chat, get ready with me, using the e.l.f. lip oil just to prep my lips as I get ready. My lips are dry. This one is in Rose Envy. Ode to Grace. I will chit chat while I get ready. She chit chats almost all her videos when she's getting ready, just talking about the products and other random things. But to celebrate her, I will do a chit chat while I get ready. If I get stuck, I'll just put on music and figure it out. Eyes. Using the Divina Prolusion Eye Base Primer. This primer, do I have a mirror? Yes. I'm still undecided on this primer. I have shimmer. I was swatching shadows earlier. I have shimmer everywhere. With my oily lids, it doesn't last as long as certain primers I've used in the past. So whenever I do a look, depending on how long I'm going to wear the look, I choose this base to wear. I think I'm going to do a look from the top row. Oh, this shade, it's not the original shade. Tyro is the original shade. It's the swirly rainbow shade. I can't find it. I think it's in a BYOP. But I had this one in here. I don't remember which palette it came from. I think Sumerian Sunset, maybe. But the original Seahorse palette, whenever I open it up to use, I'm drawn to the first row. And my preference or my interest in this palette, it starts here. I'm most drawn to the top row, then it goes to the second, then to the last row. I'll start off with this palette. Or do I want to use the cool mattes? If you hear a sound, there's a vehicle outside. Stagnant. We'll start off here. Are there any new releases that you're interested in? I haven't had any strong interest in makeup purchases, wanting to purchase something. I've enjoyed seeing the new releases. I'll use this one. Ooh. I'll use it, then I'll see what I feel like. I may want purple or blue. I know Adept released their new palette, their most neutral or natural linen palette to date. 15 pan neutral palette to date. The Flying Fiddles is the name of the palette. And when it was revealed, I was intrigued, but I love that Adept mentions on their releases if a product is limited edition or if it will be permanent. So the sense of urgency is not there. The sense of urgency that's usually there when a product is limited edition, it allows us time if needed to budget for it, think really about it if we really need it, without that sense of urgency. And sometimes it's a marketing ploy, I feel, having something be limited edition and there's that sense of urgency and FOMO that makes us want to go out and purchase right away without really thinking about what we're doing and whether or not we want the palette. So just that fear of missing out makes us go and purchase without thinking, without thinking long enough. Tiger tail. I think I'm going to go with tiger tail and then maybe top it with giraffe. This is tiger tail. This is beautiful. Whenever I use this palette, I find a reason to use giraffe. So Flying Fiddles, I initially was intrigued. I want to try it sometime, but I'm in no rush. And I'm glad that it's permanent, so I'm in no rush. And Adept does sales sometimes. There is a chance I might not even purchase it till Black Friday when they send out their, I think last year their Black Friday was 30 or 40% off depending on how much you spend. I love how the shadow twinkles with this light that I have. I just have a lamp angled and it twinkles. I love it. The mats that I used, it's deeper. They are deeper than I wanted for this look. So I I'll go into this one. Oh, Grace will love this palette. Vibrant. I see green. There's some purple. But I'm going to go with this shade here. Carefully. I don't even know. I know Chanel released blushes. And I Am Jamila, I watched a video that she did on the blushes. I was interested, just a little bit, maybe 20% interested. I was curious enough to watch her video on it. And Deb's Makeup, she also did a video on it. I like that better. A pop of color. And the blushes are beautiful. I don't need them, but perhaps towards the end of the year, with my beauty budget, it's not a need. It'll be a splurge just to experience the blushes. If I allow myself enough time, I may not even end up purchasing them. But depending on what my beauty budget looks like and my beauty bank looks like at the end of the year, I may purchase it then if they're still available. I know that I'm risking them not being available and missing out, but I think I'll be okay even if I don't end up purchasing them. I say them. I'm probably gonna purchase one. And by then there will be more blushes released from Chanel. I scooched in closer and that's what the eyes look like. I love this lamplight, how you can see the sparkles of tiger tail. Now I don't want to use giraffe, but I will, because we like sparkles around here. I'm going to use the Divina Specula Shimmer and Sparkle and Shimmer Glue Base. Do you see the shift? This is giraffe. So instead of the green golden shift, you can see there's a purple a cool tone look to this one. And I do the thing that I learned from Millie. I pick it up and kind of scrape the edges so it's smoother. I don't pick up too much. So much sparkle. Whenever I use the Seahorse palette, I do my eyes first because of the fallout. Even when I use a sticky base, I still get some. And I don't mind it. When I mind it is when I forget and do my base and then do my eye look. It doesn't even have to be Seahorse palette. It could be any other brand that has a formula that has that tendency to have fallouts. That's the part I don't like, when I've done my base before my eyes and it's a pain to try and clean up the fallout. I love shimmer, but I want it concentrated and isolated to here, not here, unless I want it there. But this is the eye look. I love this. From afar and close up. Should I do my base on camera? I'll do my base on camera and then finish the eye look. I did my best. I'm shaking up. I did my best cleaning off what I can of the shimmers using my Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Elevated Glow in, I think, Celestial Fire. Just going to apply to the center of my face. Make sure I don't have shimmer. What other releases? I'm kind of glad that I can't think of immediate releases off the top of my head right now. Who else? Oh, I know Nomad Cosmetics released I don't know the name, I forgot, but it has to do with Galaxy. What is the name? New Zealand based, the location it's based on is New Zealand. But I forgot the name of the palette. I love that color story, but I'm not gonna use it as often as I would like, so I did not purchase it. I'm glowing. I did not purchase it, and I also know that Nomad is one of those brands that gives you a heads up if something is going to be discontinued, which I like. And if they decide to discontinue it, then I'll decide then if I need it. Oh, what else am I using? I'm using my Kira Wise Cream Foundation in Delicate and Ami Collet Foundation, the complexion brush. So I'm just going in here and lightly. I know Suku released some products I did not purchase because they didn't speak to me. What else? Prada came to Sephora, and I'm interested in their palettes, their eyeshadow palettes. I'm interested, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready to make that leap. I have my vision board. I have my vision board in different places. I have one in my planner, one in my journal, one right here on the wall. Different places as a visual reminder of my goals. So whenever I think of, I would like to purchase this. Also, I removed my card from different retailers, so it's hard for me. It takes more of an effort to actually purchase something. I have to go get my card from my wallet, input everything instead of just click checkout because it's already on the site. So I removed that. So it's an extra step to allow me time to actually ponder. Do you really need this? So right now on the Prada eyeshadows, it's a no for now. Maybe some other time, sometime in the future. But eyes on the go, eyes on the go. Using my By powder, Eco Tools brush. I didn't really go for full coverage, just a light. I was going to powder, but will not do that yet. I'm going to do the Nessa Merrick's Groundwork palette. I'm going to use Core to color correct. There are definitely other makeup releases that I'm probably forgetting. Oh, Mez Beauty Zenith palette. I was excited about it. My favorite palette from Mez Beauty is the Swathi palette. And they sent me the CK and the Cat palette in PR. But my favorite is still the Swathi palette. That was the one, the first and only one I purchased so far. I was excited about the Zenith palette, the color story before they did the reveal. And then once I saw the palette, although beautiful, it does not intrigue me. And I will not be purchasing it. This Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow is glowy. So that is it. And then I think I'm going to use Harvest. Let me take it out. I always take it out of the... I'm going to use Harvest. I always take it out of the palette so I don't get it all over the other shades. I'm going to bronze with it. Just lightly. I think the lighting in here, I can see it better on camera than with my mirror because of the angles. Lightly. I'm going to powder my face before I apply my blush. So I'm using the By powder in Colorless. And just lightly go over my whole skin. I'm scraping the edges because I have a huge pan. I'm also getting used to not putting the mirror up like this where you can't see me. I'm thinking if I keep at the setup, I might get a stand, something, and leave the mirror, have it stationed so I don't have to hold it or worry about the angle of the camera with the mirror. I have shimmer everywhere, but the eye look is beautiful. I love it. Blush. I will be using a Phytosurgeon's blush. I wanted to pull out Kindle, but I'm going to use Fervor. Fervor. You have to be careful. Slowly build it up. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it. I will not apply a highlighter because the Lisa Eldridge Celestial Fire is enough, and my oily skin throughout the day as this makeup wears, it will come through more and there'll be glow. There'll be a lot more glow. So that is it for the face. I might leave the lips like this. I'm going to go back into the Janessa Myricks Beauty Groundwork palette, taking the shade Bark for my brows. Just to fill it in a little bit. I shaped them a few days ago. Just cleaned up the edges to give them some kind of structure. And that's it. I haven't been really setting my brows. I sometimes do, I sometimes don't. Well, I will because this is right in front of me. This is the Makeup by Mario Clear Brow Gel. I don't like it. I don't like how stringy it is, and if I apply too much, I can actually see dried products, dried gel on my brows, in my brows. So I don't like it. I do like that there are two sides to the brush, a longer side, longer brush bristle side, and then a shorter, depending on how you want your brows to lay. I think I'll just reapply the e.l.f. lip oil. I have really been, the last couple of months, although I might wear different lip formulas, 90-something% of the time, gloss. I've been really enjoying gloss, hydrating, moisturizing lip. So this is it for this look. I will have my liner. Do I want this one? I think I'm going to use this liner. I won this in a giveaway that House Labs hosted on their Instagram. This is the Optic Intensity Eco Eyeliner in Black Onyx, and it's a matte. It stays longer on my, I haven't tried it in my waterline, lower waterline, just the top lash line. And I usually put it on the outer part, 1/3. I notice it lasts longer than my Victoria Beckham. The Victoria Beckham is creamier. This one is stiffer, and I have to really rub for it to come off. So I just applied it for that false look of a fuller lashes. So I applied that just on the outer corner. For mascara, I had I used the Black Star mascara, Pat McGrath. Recently opened up the Victoria Beckham mascara, smudge free lifting mascara. I could use this too, but let me use the Dark Star and maybe use the Victoria Beckham one on top, maybe. But I opened the Victoria Beckham mascara a few days ago. I purchased it sometime last year as a backup. She was having a sale and I thought, oh, I'll pick up one. That's my second tube of it. I do enjoy it. It's a tubey mascara. When I opened it a few days ago and used it, it took me a while to get used to it again because most of my mascaras are not tubey mascara. It's just a different formula, also a different brush. It's smaller. I think I'll just do the Dark Star mascara. Do I want an inner corner shade? Maybe Paradoxical. Using the Esam T03. It was a gift from a friend, and I've been really enjoying it. It's a really thin, fine, elongated pencil brush, but I've been really I'm afraid I might get fallout. But I've been really enjoying it to apply products in my inner corners. Oh, yeah, you can see it right there. My eye is stinging. I think I got something in my eyes. But I stopped. I think this is the look. I'll get closer with all my junk here. Oop. That is the look. What other releases have I seen? Visit is currently having a sale, a Valentine's Day sale. There's been Valentine's Day releases, palettes from Glamlight and other brands. I have no interest in those. None of those releases I'm interested in. I bet there's a brand. If I can't think of it right now, that means I shouldn't and I don't need it and I'm saving my coins. But currently I have nothing on my wish list. Maybe in the future during a sale down the line I'll pick up some products, but right now I'm really focusing on what I have, using what I have. I think that is it for this video, for this collaboration. I really enjoyed this eye look. I haven't used my editorial palette in a very long time, and I really like that I used it in this look. Remember to go over to Grace's channel and see what look she created. I'm going to go over there right now and watch. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're here, if you have not subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. I just realized I didn't put any shadow on my lower lash line, which is okay.